morning, everyone. Happy Scrap Saturday. I'm hoping everyone is doing well. I'm good. My little guy is sick. This is a Friday morning, so you know how we pretend. And he's just in the other room and he's sleeping it off a little bit. So I'm in here playing. If he comes in and interrupts us, we'll just go with that. I don't even know where to start. I'm so excited. But the first thing I'm going to do is flip over my paper. I don't know if this video made it onto YouTube because I had so many problems uploading and doing a voiceover, and I kind of sort of gave up, but it might still make it on there so you can see my process video. But it's the layout of my daughter with her broken arm, where I did some painting and used my embossing folders, etc., etc. Love the way it turned out. Love the paper on the back. So today's layout is my Wilna layout. And I'm pretty sure that everybody out there has been beyond inspired by Wilna, and she is a gem of a human being, let alone a talented scrapbooker. I say gem of a human being first because she really comes out and is so loving with her photos and the love that she has for her daughters that if nothing else, just take away that message from her. It's just sheer love. So my layout today is going to be a Monica interpreted version, or what I feel inspired to do with this layout and this photograph, that every time I do watch Wilna, you know, I'm frozen in time with awe. She's just spectacular. So the photograph today is a picture of myself and my husband. And I don't know how clear it comes. Like I told you, my camera does not focus, but we were making homemade pizza with the family, and I tapped his forehead with my hand and left flour prints and marks. And then I quickly tapped my forehead myself with flour before it got out of control. And I'm like, it's just for a silly picture, Alan, which turned out to be a really nice photo. So it's a little bit grainy, the photo. It is captured with our phones. So sometimes that seems to be, you know, the go-to thing. Using my Cricut cartridge, which I'm on a roll now, I should actually show you. I did cut up a whole bunch of stuff with my Cricut, and I had so much fun. So the other night, like I had told you, I put on my YouTube videos that I love to watch because I think you guys are amazingly talented, and I started to cut up some stuff. And that one says together, and this one says favorite, and a whole bunch of words which I won't bore you with. And I did it in different sizes too. That says together. And I did some cutout windows, just like Wilna teaches us to do. And I love learning. So to me, you know, and this is all with my Cricut. So, you know, when you think that the Cricut doesn't cut out in detail, it does. Like I said, this is all Recollections cardstock, nothing crazy here. Cut out the word joy, another I love you, and then this fabulous, I've been missing you. And I can't wait to have fun and add these here and there to my layout. So again, I totally encourage you to pull out your Cricut cartridges and use them. Trust me, it's worth it. And if you don't like it, it's okay. Put it in the garbage, shred it, recycle it. Okay, so this is where I'm at. Sorry, I ramble so much. It's like I miss you guys. It's been a week. I used my Sizzix Embosslet, the beautiful wings, to do butterflies, because obviously that is probably the biggest thing that we learn from Wilna. And I am throwing in my Scraptastic wood veneer butterflies that I haven't had an opportunity to use yet. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I kind of do, but they're just a whole bunch of stuff. And I did use some Recollections pink or fuchsia-ish type. And then this is the cardstock. I believe it's Basil. I'm not sure. It came with my Scraptastic kit. And I also ran this one through an embossing folder, which I think I already put away, but it's a Sizzix one too. This is not a Cuttlebug folder. And I just loved it because I believe that these flourishes mimicked the background of the paper. Backwards again, sorry. This is from my Cricut cartridge, and it's from the Graphically Speaking cartridge. And it says me and you, or in this case, you and me, because it's me who's doing this photo, and that's my husband. I've got my hot glue gun here loaded. I'm going to try and use that. I do have my Fiskars butterfly punch out as well. Once I start playing with the butterflies that I put on this side, we'll see where we're going. I do have my neon orange acrylic paint from my local dollar store. So I have never played with this one. This is a brand new one. I do have my Heidi Swapp white to neutralize that out, my little painting dish, and my brushes from the dollar store that have these wicked silicone, I don't know, I love them. They're so squishy and cute. Okay, so I'm going to put everything aside. Oh, I didn't mention I've got my Ormolu tags that I kind of picked out with the colors, and I think that's good. Again, I do have to be a little bit careful with my background, pressure wise and such, only because I do have photos and mementos on the other side. Right now I'm remembering to reach for my enamel dots just because I think I want to use those up too. So I hope that the camera is wide enough that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this neon orange on that side, and I've already got myself all dirty. Like, can't take me anywhere. And I'm going to separate the colors here on my dish, the white and the orange on opposite sides, only because I have no idea if I'm going to use it all, use a little. We're playing together here today. So I think I want to stick this down, and I am going to try and use my hot glue gun as much as I can and see how I like it. And I believe I'm going to be putting it on that side. And I don't know how bright that's going to come out, so I'm just going to test it off. And that's fabulous. Fabulous. So I'm just using back and forth strokes and not picking up any more paint. And I basically want it to layer and gather into those grooves to bring out that raised embossed effect. So it's kind of pocketing in there, the paint. So if there's one thing I've learned from Wilna, which I'm sure you've learned from her too, is that if you start off with a color that you don't like, she always reminds us that we can go back with white paint and mute it up. So that nothing is 100%, nothing has to be set in stone. You're just playing. You don't have to be afraid if you don't like it. I just watched her last video and she completely went over, you know, everything that she had done with white, because in the end, that's what her heart told her. And I think that's what resonates with me the most, is that she scrapbooks from the heart. That's what she wants to do. And so that's the muted look that I'm getting. It is settling there in the pockets, and I'm loving the way that turned out. And I'm going to quickly dry it with my embossing tool. Okay, and it does dry fairly quickly, although in those pockets, like I told you, it is a little bit wet. So I'm going to be playing on this side. Oh no, I want it to be me and you, or you and me. I'm going to keep getting that wrong today. That on an angle. Yeah, I haven't done an angled photo in a while. Okay, so this is, like I always say, the part where she just goes to town, right? She loves it. Oops. She never overthinks it. And she just lays out everything. And I really like this little embosslet folder because it does have embossed effect to it, so it's not just plain butterflies. And I did have some leftover turquoise one from my This Love layout. And so I'm so giddy. I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it looks really good. And I think I'm going to use the smaller ones inside the frame, here and there. And I think that is awesome. I love it. Okay, so I think I'm going to turn off the camera and let this dry a little bit more. I don't want to heat emboss it too much because I'm afraid of damaging the other side and all that glue, and sometimes heat can change the settling of glue that was there before. And I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and use my ATG to adhere my photo down. And I'm going to use extra only because we're working in a raised embossed area, and I do want to make sure that it goes down. Now, please don't panic that I'm touching my photos because it doesn't really bother me. I can always... Who said that the other day? Was it Wilna? Look at that. I'm just all inspired. I think she was the one who said, you know, or maybe somebody else did. No, it was Nicole. Not to worry. Everything's digitally saved, and, you know, now we have 500 external hard drives that keep all of our pictures, and everything's super saved on top of saved and saved and saved. So I'm not worried. Like I said, it sounds selfish, and I'm not taking away from people who say that they scrapbook for their children, because ultimately I'm sure that's why I'm scrapbooking. But sometimes you can't, you know, hold yourself back because you think it's for somebody else. So I want you to say you're scrapbooking for yourself, and it is so satisfying to just say, this is for me, because you're worth it. You deserve it. You deserve to have a hobby and a craft that is just about you, that is about, you know, something that is for you. And that way it takes away all that, oh, are they gonna like it? Is she gonna like it? Did I do a good job? Yes, you do a good job. Yes, it's gorgeous. Yes, it's beautiful. So it's for you. This is for me. I'm making this layout for myself, and if one day my kids, you know, enjoy it, great. And if they don't, I enjoyed it. So, and I'm worth it. I'm good enough to just, you know, it's for me. So, I don't know. I ramble on. I'm sorry. I'm going to get my hot glue gun, and I'm going to try this, because when I watched her, I was like, yeah, that's 10 times faster. And I'm just going to lightly bend these wood veneer butterflies as I snap that one little, I was going to say branch, but it's not a branch. It's like a part of its wing. And I guess I'll pick up the stray little, whatever you call these things. Oh, Wilma's so much more graceful than I am, and her voice is so much more soothing. I'm more hardcore. I'm like your scrapbooking coach. Let's go! You can do it! I know you can! Something like that, right? All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So cute. Yep. You've never seen her do that. But I am not giving up. I'm going to get eloquent at this too, just like she does. Okay, another one of those wood veneer butterflies. And again, I'm still going to see if I can just bend it and mold it a little bit by only adding glue to the center of it. That's awesome. I hope you're still with me. I hope you're actually doing this with me. I hope that one Saturday you're like, oh, I'm going to watch Monica and I've got to get my supplies ready and we're going to scrapbook together. Because that's what I want. I want you to be doing this so that you have something at the end. That's all said and done. That's from your hands. Okay, and these little cobweb things are... But I'm sure it's because my gun is really old and very well loved and it's just got all kinds of gunk all over it. Okay, so I think it's just filler in ones now. The little baby ones that come out from my little folder that I want to add in here. And there's these little, even tiny little baby ones that are even more cute. And the white ones are really awesome because they add texture and volume, but they don't really, you know, disturb the visual process of the butterfly layering. I didn't know if I wanted to do them, but I'm glad that I did. I was just going to keep it colorful. Don't know what that is. Fuzz. Hey buddy, how are you feeling?
Good.
You good? Feeling better?
Did you just make a video?
I'm still making a video. Did you sleep well?
Yep.
What do you think of this layout?
I like it.
You like the butterflies?
And the big words.
The big words? Do you know what that says?
Uh,
It says you and me. So I'm mommy saying you is daddy and me is mommy. Do you like that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when we took this photo?
mm-hmm.
What were we doing as a family when we took this photo?
Making vegan pizza.
We're making vegan pizza. That's right, buddy.
Because we are vegan.
We're vegan, yes. Now, do you need anything, or can mommy finish this up and then I'll come and give you something to eat?
Dad said to eat dry food.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Like
to have some
cereal.
dry cereal, yeah, or toast.
I'll go with cereal. And you're allowed to put in the milk.
Okay. So
Long
give
as
mommy
it's
2 minutes and I'll be right with you. All right, guys, I'm almost done here. And just a few more butterflies to go. And I know that's a tedious process here, so if you want to fast forward, go right ahead. It's very soothing to put down butterflies, let me tell you. I think that's why Wilma does it. It's a very relaxing process. All right. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit more and pick away at those, whoops, cobwebs after. And I believe I'm going to come in and use a little bit of these enamel dots. And I'm going to bring them over here to this side and create some interest on that side. Maybe put a lonely guy there. I had pulled out these ormolu cutouts. And I don't know if I want to stamp that one like I did last time. I'm not sure that's what I want. It looked good when I pulled them out. Oh, just found another wood veneer butterfly. Gonna add that right there. And I love the way that it's turning out. I love that it's just so colorful and fun. And
Ooh.
you like that, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
There's a flare badge that says us, and it's got clouds and stuff. That one says you, and this one has a splatter of a heart. And I normally, like I keep telling you, I normally do put my flare badges up on foam dots. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's just the cobwebs. All right. So I'm gonna add this in after. I'm gonna go back and look up the date of my photo. On this one I wasn't prepared. I did not write it down. So I like doing that. And that's usually the one thing I do off camera. So gonna put that there. I am gonna put that there. Okay, so the last thing that Wilna usually does is that she does use some kind of mister and does bring in some splattering of some sort. I'm gonna reach for my Color Shine in Teal. I'm gonna open it up and rest it off to the side. I'm gonna try with this paintbrush to get a different effect. And from my past videos, I've learned not to play with it and just let it do what it's going to do. And I know she's like super ooper ultra brave, and she does her splattering without even covering up her photos. And I love it. All right, so I know all of you out there have watched her. I know we've all been inspired by her. You've turned off your video watching devices, and we've all just taken a deep breath, and we've all said the same thing. Wow, I wish I could do it. I've never done anything like that. I don't know where to start. Yes, you do. I don't know either. You watched me glue these butterflies. They came off my hand. You know, go with it. Try it. This is my first, butterfly layout, Wilna inspired layout. And I love it. And I love the memory that I just made for me. And so try it. Pick your favorite paper. Pick your favorite, Wilna layout that she does. Use your Cricut cartridge to cut out things that you think resemble what she's doing with her silhouette. I know you've got the products. I know you've got it in you to do it. So go for it. Have a blast. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next Saturday. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.